This is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. And I hope you're focused and on your square. Dating a felon. What to expect?
Bullshit.
Well, you can expect a lot of crap, a lot of criminal activity, police, other competing men that may want to compete for turf, for a spot, an area, some beef over some woman, whatever. Many things for women to expect that date felons, thugs, roadmen, street dudes, and the various categories of criminal men that, that's their lifestyle. And to separate the fact of having certain things in your past is one thing, but continuously living a certain life is something completely different. That means, for the most part, you want to stay here. So that's different. A video by Catherine Simone. Okay. So let's see what amazing tips women are teaching each other about dating a felon. Trash already, trash! Yeah, how intriguing. Enough waffling, enough waffling. Let's begin.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kitty Cat.
I thought your name was Catherine Simone, but Miss Kitty Cat, okay?
And here on my channel, you can find videos about advice, beauty, and lifestyle. Today's video is all about what to expect when dating a felon. At first, I had this idea to make this video, and then like right before I was about to film it, I got nervous and was not gonna film it, and then I had to sit with that, like, well, why don't you want to film it? And I think it's just...
Is it because she knows how it would sound and it's kind of stupid? Because, for instance, if a man like myself were to say, I like dating very sexually reckless women.
Propaganda tool.
It's my sort of women. Now, if something happens along the way, something that happens to me because this is my choice of woman, these reckless, let's just say slightly criminal, garden tool-esque, promiscuous women. Now, if anything happens to me, whose fault is that? It's my fault. Who can I blame? No one. I can't even blame the woman, because I'm aware of the sort of woman she is.
Propaganda tool.
So if I'm going to date a crazy criminal broad chick, I know what I'm going to get. If she stabs me, I'll be like, yeah, I expected it. Come on. So is it because you know it's kind of dumb? Kitty cat, whatever you call yourself?
When you date a felon, there's not a ton of positives.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised.
That go with it. And I don't like to be negative. It's reality. It's the truth. And if you've never dated a felon before, I think these are things you should know. Or if you are dating a felon right now and looking for some resources, then this is the video for you. I was in a relationship with a felon for a little over 2 years, and what he got his felony for, it was something that...
It's a fat cat. Oh, but obviously, of course, he was innocent. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He actually didn't do, so that's why I didn't really have a problem with it. One thing I will say before we really get into everything is I do believe that people can change. Everybody deserves at least a second chance. Maybe not a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth chance.
Well, to be honest, as a man, if you can convince her that many times, yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying it's good, but yeah. Sometimes many men bank on women's naivety. They bank on women's delusion. They bank on women's belief of just absolute nonsense. So in a sense, I don't blame some of these men for making women believe the nonsense, the dumb, irrational fairy tale that in the end doesn't really lead anywhere, except for probably more stress, some debt, some random kids, and some extra problems. Yeah? Does that make these sorts of women low-value women?
This is what to expect when dating a felon.
Bullshit.
First question I'll pose is it bad to date a felon?
No, it's a good idea. Women listening, for any women listening, date as many criminals as you want to. There are plenty of men in jail, so, I mean, at least you know where they are. That hardcore struggle of, yeah, good luck.
I personally don't think it's bad to date a felon. I think it all comes down to what the charge was, how long ago was it, are they reformed, are they still making those choices that they made before? Hi. Hi.
It's a cute cat, though.
Hi. Hi. The thing with dating a felon is it's really tough being a felon. I mean, I'm not a felon, but like being in close proximity to one for a really long time and just seeing what they experience, it follows them through the rest of their life. It is truly painful to see, especially when people do change.
Yes, of course, but it is thrilling, isn't it? The fact he's constantly on edge. You have to wonder, men, is that part of the excitement? It is actually part of the excitement. I'm just, trying to make a point. But do you wonder, if some women are turned on by the constant unknown, they never know what could happen day to day. So think of the thrill, the excitement. He could get shot, could get stabbed, could get run over. He could get robbed because he stepped on someone else's turf. Could have a bunch of guys run into his house, rob everything, dash and all. It's a constant thrill ride for many of these women. Nothing but fun.
Just like a woman.
And that's probably the first thing that I would start with is there's always going to be a stigma when dating with a felon because people hear that word and they immediately think the worst. And some people may judge you for it. Even though you're not a felon, it's because you're associated with one.
But again, part of the thrill. For many of these women who aren't felons, they could be career women, but being attached to a felon is part of the thrill. The fact that she as a woman is so clean and proper, and he's so rough and ready and for the streets, yeah, opposites attract. Until they want to level up and then all of a sudden they want a more high value man, all of a sudden? Really?
That is bullshit.
So the question is, if she was not dating high value men before, what was she dating?
You're just jealous.
What was she dating?
People may judge them for it, which is really, unfortunate. There's a lot of things they can't do. For example, like they can't vote.
All right, that's just stupid. All right. And this is not a thing to men in this situation, not of their own fault. The thing is, this woman, like a certain amount of women do, a certain amount, they're finding ways to justify the fact he can't do normal things because he's not a part of the system. Oh, yeah, because he's not a part of the system. I don't use the word alpha and all that crap in my videos, but what sort of alpha man can't even buy a house?
They can't get food stamps. They cannot apply to live in public housing. It's really hard for felons to find work. There are only like certain jobs that felons can have. And a lot of those jobs are like strenuous physical labor. So like...
Okay, get to the point as to why these men are appealing if they have little to nothing. They can't even do anything. So what is the appeal? We know the answer already, men. We're just carrying on for the video, you know what I'm saying? But what is it? What is it that makes these men with nothing to offer so appealing? Let's find out.
Construction or, working in a hot kitchen at Chili's. They often end up working in occupations that are maybe viewed as undesirable because a lot of companies won't hire felons, which is so hard. They did the crime, they did their time, or they didn't even do the crime, but they did the time. They just want a second chance. And it's so hard because it's something that they're always gonna have to deal with. And it's really tough because that weighs on their self-esteem and their self-confidence.
As a man, other men, pay attention. We live in a time where not many women are sympathetic towards men, but yet easy to find women sympathetic towards these sorts of men. That's what's so amazing. Obviously, a lot of these men don't want to be part of the system. They don't want to work normal jobs or start legit businesses. They like living the street life. And the point is, why on earth are women complaining about the poor decisions they're making? Oh, I forgot the women, my bad. I forgot the women, my bad.
Suck it.
Always knowing that that's like something that people may judge them on and that they may not be able to get in life where they want to go because their felony's holding them back.
Oh, it's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sympathy.
Bullshit.
A lot of times felons will feel like they may always have to look over their shoulder depending on what happened or what's going on. So it's just like always carrying that stress all the time. They may not like the police.
What?
You're even boring your cat. Your cat looks bored as well. Come on, get to the point.
Or law enforcement. Prison, jail is not a fun place. If you're in jail or if you're in prison, like I feel like that is a place where your spirit can get so broken. You're stripped away from human connection, your family, your friends, the people you love, your life.
Do you wonder how many women like these sorts of men because they're so vulnerable? They don't have anything, they can't do anything. Therefore, they have to depend hard on many of these women. I mean, many women know they can't really control a high-value man, or even a man of decent value, because he's about something. He's on a mission. Those sorts of men you can't tame. But a man below you, women, oh, you can tame that sort of man.
And you're behind bars because of whatever situation. They may have a really hard time trusting you, trusting people, and they may sleep with one eye open. I know my ex did. He definitely slept with his eyes open. They may have a low self-esteem when it comes to their felony and finding jobs and meeting your family, meeting people, because again of that stigma.
You know, when you hear stories of women who date these sorts of men, they know that they're these sorts of men, then these sorts of men end up doing something horrific to the woman or their family. You know, I'm like, who's surprised? I know it sounds wrong, but I'm like, who is surprised? This man is a criminal.
And that word just carries so much negative weight. It doesn't matter how you look at it, people sometimes will judge, and that's so hard to deal with. You also got to watch out for some felons, because some felons may not be 100% honest with you about certain things. They may not be honest with you about why they got a felony.
Silence, you fool!
Not a bad looking woman, but my God, can she waffle? Good God, can she waffle? But men, pay attention. You see and know the limits many of these women would go to help a man that's not even ambitious. Many of us as men see this. Many of us as men know that these women are low value women, that when they're downtrodden and down on their luck, when their looks have faded, is when many of them then want a straight cut, regular value or even high value man. After giving their best years to criminals and felons, please, please, please. Women who date nothing but low value men can only be seen as low value. Hear, hear, woof, woof, as men, yeah. Indeed, indeed, in other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.